Welcome back to the channel. This is Turbo Josh coming at you with another one. First and foremost, small channel. Make sure you subscribe for us. Doesn't cost much. If you want to follow this build, if we do pick up this car, it would really help if you hit the subscribe button. Please consider doing that. 2011 Pro Charged LS3 Dry Sump Grand Sport C6 Corvette. Plenty of videos on the channel, R888, some races, a whole bunch of stuff there. So are active in that realm. The ape hanger V-Rod, just finished the ape hangers. Turbo set up on my Harley. This thing's pretty gnarly too. Plenty of videos as well there. Unfortunately, from years ago, we've had 3 RB25 240s. We've had 2 SR20 240s. We've had an S13 with a big turbo KA setup. And I was not as big into YouTube then at all as I am now. So there is just a plethora of years of footage, cars, racing, drifting, street racing, and like 30 bikes that we never got to film, never went onto the channel. So I've been thinking it's about time to get back into another project, get back into drifting. Kevin Andrews, who if you're a regular on the channel is like my tag, my friend, my best friend's been with me since day one, helps me work on all the cars, has done a lot of, we redid my 5.3 V8, which is on an engine stand. I have a T56 6-speed as well, that we've been looking to get into a car. So I wanted to get a vehicle, if we could, to get back into drifting, get him some seat time and me some seat time, a project for the channel, as well as something for the 5.3 to go in eventually. So I did find a car locally, or not as far along as most of the cars I bought in the past. Anytime I bought a car in the past, it had to have full interior. Most of the time it had to have AC. It had to have a decent power plant in it. So full interior S13s, full interior S14s, very good looking cars. And this one definitely is not as good looking, but I kind of wanted something that would require some work that could be covered over some time on the channel. But for now, we wanted something that maybe would be very applicable on the drift track to have some fun with in current time while getting some swap parts together to put my LS in that I've had for like 2 years now. I just haven't had a car to put it in. So lots of parts on the car. Maybe after I show you the video footage of the car, I will show you the listing on Facebook that just shows you everything that's done to it. But to me, it's a great power plant to start with, have some fun with right off rip. Has a little bit of tinkering needs to be done, but we can get that figured out over time. But you know, the main question is, do you want to see a drift car come on the channel? Do you want to see me get another project? Should I get another project? Can we gain enough traction to justify getting another project versus a cam for the LS3? Or, you know, we need to get a retune for sure, but I would like some pulleys on it and a cam as well. But yeah, we're just going to see if we can catch some traction with some new teaser footage of possibly a drift car, see what the channel thinks, see if we can snag some new subscribers, and go from there. So let's go check out the car.
I was just looking for batteries. Shit, I got my phone right.
No, it's all good. This should be fine. Honestly, I thought it was going to be, well, Jesus, Kevin, that makes way different. Here you go.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I just realized that it was fucking dead.
We're just going to try to bait my YouTube channel with this.
Purple.
See how they feel about it. I mean, hell, he's got most AEM accessories in there. It's got True Boost, wideband, and a fresh ass fuel pressure regulator I didn't even see before.
Yeah, with I didn't put that in the ad, but there's AN fittings with steel braided lines connected to that for all my fuel.
Yeah, I mean, we had a big turbo KS13 a while back. We didn't really do much. Didn't we offload that car before we even played with it?
Oh, we ripped the engine out and threw the SR in it.
No, we didn't.
That was that one.
No, it wasn't. We
No.
sold that car for like $1,000 or $2,000. We
Oh,
never,
did you?
yeah, we didn't pull a
I guess.
KA out and put anything else.
Pretty sure we pulled the KA out of one.
No.
Oh, yeah.
No, there's been so many. Makes me feel old even thinking about it. I kind of like where this one is because I'm always used to being like super stuck up. When I buy a 240, it's going to be like super fresh, super clean, full interior. But we already have a vet and some other stuff, so I'd rather have like something that's more of like a project.
Well, also still have the back seats too.
I was going to ask if you had the back seats because I noticed they weren't back there. So I know
Back
if
seats as
we
well.
do pick this up, my kids are going to nag me about riding in it and stuff. And he's got the drift bug lately. He really wants to drift, so I'm like, well,
I'm gonna rag down to it just straight.
I'm going to call it Project 10K because I'm literally going to gut it.
Project 10K.
Yeah, that's it.
I don't know. Every time I hear that, I like it. I don't know why. It's kind of growing on me.
I'm going to gut it. There's going to be nothing. It's going to be gutless. Wiring, everything going out of it. I'm looking at getting like a custom rack put in the bitch just so I can get like less turns and shit like that to lock, you know?
Yeah, I feel
Changing
you.
my ratios up.
Yeah.
You roll in and do anything heavy to the car, it ain't hard for me.
Yeah, it's always nice to have a candy lane at your disposal.
Yeah, it is nice. I will say, full shop like what we got now, yeah.
Yeah.
There's not much else out there really.
Been weather stripping on this car?
Actually, no, it's been garage kept most of the time.
Okay, because I could tell, like, everything looked fresh as hell on, like, the weather strippings. I'm like, oh, you know what? I believe you. Usually they're, like,
As soon
gone
as I
or they're
started
crusty
doing
as
this
hell.
shit, I lived in one house for about a year or so. It was outside in the sun.
Well, that's like, you actually did the motor in this thing. Like, that's how you know you're in a small world, is when they're like, oh, yeah, Emerald Coast Motorsports. Like, oh, well, I'm that guy.
Yeah, well.
That or Ernie.
Yeah.
Better that than like in Juku, not know what happened or find out 3 rod bearings put in backwards.
Oh my god. You know, that's the second car that I've heard of coming back
And
from
Juku getting tossed? Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, it happens, I guess. It's kind of hard to have them all come out perfect, but that story was still wild. Never in your life would you figure you wanted to fix in Juku's work. That shit's wild. Super wild. Sounds like it might have worked for all day. You want to smell the radiator before it gets hot? Pump the cap off before it gets hot.
Alright, no moving in there at all. Yeah, I can get on board with that water pump. Almost sounds like it's making a
A little fire? For the waste station? I hope you liked it. It's a pretty clean car. It's kind of funny. We have another very reputable guy in our local area by the name of Ernest Hughes. If you're on the channel and you know him and you're local, give a shout out in the comments if you do know Ernest Hughes, as well as my best friend Kevin, who both apparently had a lot to do with the building of this engine. So we're still not even sure everything the actual engine has in it as far as forged internals go. So apparently the engine's been touched by the most trusted people in this area that you could hope would touch the car. So that's kind of cool. So yeah, we're considering getting this car and, you know, taking it on, because I think we'll just thrash on the KA until it falls apart, or until we get enough parts to swap in my LS motor that's got a GM hot cam, all ARP hardware. It's got, you know, ACL main and rod bearings. It's got everything. ARP rod bolts, you name it, it's got it. So it's ready to get thrashed on. Maybe even throw a turbo on it in the distant future after we get the actual engine in. And again, put my T56 6-speed to use. So yeah, if you want to see the vehicle, make sure you give us a like, make sure you give us a thumbs up, make sure you subscribe to the channel for us. We grow every day, trying to make it big, trying to do something with it, do our own editing, our own everything. A very small channel, but hopefully we'll get up there. And we're kind of just plugging the channel to see if there's something people might be interested in and see how much traction we can get. And something we might dapple with for sure. Maybe after we can get the 5.3 in, if we don't blow up the KA motor, we'll just take the KA out and throw it in something else, or maybe throw it in a BMW for Kevin, and we'll cover that entire BMW build series as well on this channel, because Kevin's on my squad, he's on my team. We'll cover his build as well on our channel, so you can see us both drifting. But yeah, not a very far-fetched track. I mean, we've already had Adam LZ out, Taylor Ray as part of the Clutch Kickers 100K Drift Series, so yeah, very small world as far as networking goes. But yeah, if you want to see it, comment down below, give us some ideas, let us know if you're on board. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, it don't cost you anything at all. Yeah, let's do it. See you next time. Toodaloo. Let's give her some.